Hey, hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. My name is Juanita Williams. I am the link to life beyond pain. I am the channel to discovering purpose. And this is today's Tuesday Truths. Alrighty, so it's my first time going live on YouTube, and I am glad for the experience. So I already went live on Facebook and IG today, and we were talking about God moments. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. God moments. So I was doing my daily devotional a couple of days ago, and the scripture in that daily devotional was Isaiah, the 48th chapter, Isaiah, the 43rd chapter, verses 18 and 19. And it reads like this: But forget all that. It is nothing compared to what I'm going to do, for I am about to do something new. See, I have already begun. Do you not see it? I will make a pathway through the wilderness. I will create rivers in the dry wasteland. So during the daily devotional, one of the questions included the word God moment. And God moment just resonated in my spirit. So I just kept thinking about it. I'm like, God moment, God moment. So that is the topic for today. To this Tuesday Truths, we're talking about God moments. So I just want to share a testimony about what God did for me and my husband. It was a huge God moment. So one day we were just riding around like we always do, and we saw a for sale sign on the house, but it was on another street. So we were on a frontage road. So we had to go through another to get off the frontage road first, and then go to through onto another main road and go back up into a neighborhood to where we could find the house. And so we pulled up to the house. We just kind of looked at it, kind of walked around, and then my husband was like, "You want to look at the inside?" And I was like, "Sure." Let me preface this by saying we were not in the market to buy a house. That was not even on our mind. We were just riding around. We saw the for sale sign. And it was just, it piqued our interest. So we went to look. So we called the number that was on the for sale sign. We called the realtor company, and one person responded by email, and another person called us. So by this time, we were in another neighborhood, just riding around looking at houses. He called us, and that was the realtor that we went to. And believe me, it was a God moment from the start because this realtor is amazing. And we recommend him to everybody, everywhere. Um, so, anyway, we scheduled a date to go and look at the first house that we were looking at. We went in, we looked, and the house was not for us. And me and my husband was just kind of looked at each other, and we was just like, "Are we about to buy a house? I mean, our other house is paid for, so there's no reason for us to be in the market for a house." So we just kept looking at other houses. And there was a young man that my husband used to work with. He told my husband that there was a house on his street that was for sale. So we came and we looked at the house, and it was beautiful inside and out. And we got the chance to meet the owner of the house. And she told us this house was supposed to be her forever home. And I told her that day that I met her, "Thank you for building my forever home." So, long story short, she um, had some grandchildren that she wanted to watch grow up. And they lived in a different state. And her youngest son, invited her to, come down and to live where they are. So she put the house on the market. And the house had been on the market for a minute. So I know that it was a God moment because the minute we saw this house, me and my husband both fell in love with it. So anyway, we said, I guess we're buying a house. I was sitting at my desk one day at my old house, and the whole process was going so smoothly. And I just said, Lord, this has to be you. This has to be you. God moment. And when I say the whole process was going smooth, it was going so smooth. It was going smooth like butter. No hiccups, nowhere. So I was like, Lord, I know this is you. So fast forward again, we purchased the house and we've been in the house for almost 3 years now. And when I say this house is beautiful, I'm like, Lord, thank you. So I know the whole process from beginning to end was a God moment. And I give him all honor and praise for that because he did this. But how many of us, know or think about that we pay attention to the very big God moments in our lives that we may call God moments, but we often miss the smaller moments that we take for granted, like you know, blinking our eyes or taking a breath. These are just two examples. So, do we ever think about not being able to blink our eyes or not being able to take a breath? Most likely not, because those things are everyday occurrences that we just don't really think about. They happen and we just think they're supposed to happen. But can I just offer this to you? And I offer it to myself as well, that God does a new thing in us every day, every morning, when He allows our body and our mind and our soul to continue to function as it's supposed to. God moments. Every movement that we make is a God moment. It's because of Him that we live and move and have our being. It's because of God. So I would encourage you, as I encourage myself always, let us not focus so much on the larger than life moments that we miss the everyday moments, which are just as amazing. They are just as amazing. Excuse me, like moments like, blinking our eyes. And what does blinking our eyes do for us? They keep our eyes moist and safe. So have you ever thought about just waking up one morning and not being able to blink your eyes? Your eyes are staying open constantly. Have you ever thought about what would happen? Your eyes would hurt. You'd have all kinds of stuff flying into your eyes, and they would be moist. They would be dry because they would dry out. What about working lungs? What about those working lungs? I mean, those of us that have great working lungs, we don't understand or appreciate working lungs until our lungs don't work anymore. We don't even really think about that. It's God's breath that's in our lungs. So every breath that we take is a God moment. Just think about it. That's a God moment right there. It's His breath that's in our lung. Okay, here's another one that we don't really think about. Taste buds. Our taste buds. So when we eat, what if we aren't able to taste anything? Would you want to continue to eat if you couldn't taste and savor your food? I know we eat for survival. I mean, we eat in order for us to live. We have to eat and drink water, and all of that. But what if you're not able to taste anything? Think about it. So every time we can taste and savor our food, and that food explodes on our palate, that is a God moment. It's a God moment. God is the one that gives us the ability to taste and savor our food. He's the one that gave us the taste buds. He did that for us. That's just how much he loves us. And I love to eat, so I love to be able to taste and savor my food. So everybody might see God moments differently, and that's okay. That's okay. However you see your God moment is however you see your God moment. But the point is to recognize the God moments. And when you recognize those God's moments, stop and reflect on those God moments and then give God praise for those moments. Give God praise. Give God praise for blinking your eyes, for being able to hear, for being able to smell, and being able to taste, moving your fingers. You know, some people can't do that, but they may have other God moments. Give him praise for the big moments, but also give him praise for the small moments because they are all God moments. My name is Juanita Williams. I'm a purpose conduit. I'm the link to life beyond pain and the channel to discovering purpose. And this is today's Tuesday Truths. Thank you all for joining me. And please do me a favor. Why don't you, if you would, do this for me, subscribe to my channel and then comment truths in the comment sections. And then continue to join me each week as I share truths about life and healing your inner self. Thank you so much. Again, this is my first time going live on YouTube, and it's been a great experience. So hopefully I'll be able to do more lives, and hopefully you'll be able to join and subscribe. Please share this video with somebody else as well, because it's going to bless their life. Again, thank you so much for your support. I greatly, greatly appreciate you. My name is Juanita Williams. I will catch you next week. Bye-bye now.